my phone was locked. I don't know, broke down. It stopped working. But
No,
now,
that's fine.
yeah.
That is fine. So, Aaron, you still with us? You got some background noise. Are you
I'm here. No, I'm here. I'm here. Everything good.
everything's good,
Yeah.
good, good. I can hear you well. That's cool. That's cool. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, Martina, welcome. Obviously, you
Yeah.
know me. This is Aaron. So yeah,
Thank you.
you had a question, right? I'm
Uh,
in,
yep.
kind of interested why kind of what to talk about it. But I think so. From what you were saying, is you wanted to know. I want to know a little bit more about it. So me and Aaron can kind of understand the full scope of it. But your question is, why do men leave early? Right?
Yes.
Go into that. Why? What?
And
Why did you want to talk about that?
uh, let's say I, for the second time, my relationship didn't go well, and I don't know what happened exactly between us, but he decided to somehow stop messaging me, and he decided to act like differently. So it has been my question all the time, um, to know that why men are like this. At first, when they want to start a relationship, they are so happy, they are enthusiastic about everything about you. But when time passes by, when time goes by, they just they change, their personality change, maybe their attitude toward you most of the time changed, and they
Mm.
are not as interested as they were before. So uh, yeah, my main question is this: why they change everything?
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
we
mean,
have hard time in life, but somehow some people just they make excuses like my let's say
Mm.
ex. I don't know.
But may I interject? May I interject, Martina?
I'm sorry.
I said, may I interject?
Uh, Interject? What do
she doesn't
you
know what
May
that
what do you
I?
means.
mean?
May I say something? May I say something? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. May I say something?
Okay. Yes, yes,
Okay. So check it
yes.
out. Just if he changed his behavior all of a sudden, he got what he wanted and lost interest,
Okay.
or just lost interest. It's one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Mm,
thinking on the same lines. I mean, it could be, and I do have another question though, but it could be uh boredom, kind of. So sometimes men get bored, i.e., he's not serious about anything intentional, or
Okay.
exactly.
or something better came along, or the relationship was toxic. Now, you said that there was issues in the relationship, but you didn't really go on to that. I'm getting in my mind that it was just he woke up one morning and he's like, you know what, I'm going to leave the situation. Was it really like that, or was there something going on in the relationship for you to say it wasn't going well? Because I remember last year we had the same conversation. Is this the same person or a different
Yeah,
person?
it was no, it is the same. No, it is the different person. No.
Different person.
Last
Okay.
time, exactly. You remember me.
So,
Okay, good.
so, yeah, I remember. So this has happened twice, and so what happened this time with you guys that it just didn't work out? Did you communicate what the issue was, or what was the conversation?
Mm, the conversation was last time we talked about mm, my last relationship, which didn't last like a long time, and
I
again the
remember
same
that.
thing happened. yeah, again, the
And
same thing happened. It didn't last for a long time, and again, he changed. I don't know. He's a different person. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
He's a
Take your time.
different person.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a different person. Okay, but I think he's not serious about the relationship, and he says that I have some problems in life, and that's why he changed his job, and he maybe uh, is facing, new obstacles and problems and all the things and all of that.
Sorry,
But
say
what
that
does it
again.
have to do?
Did you say he said you have problems or he has
No,
problems?
no, he has problems in his life
Okay,
with
okay.
his mom, with his family, with his job. Everything just changed, How can I mean, my main question is that how can a person, okay, change from messaging every night and then he suddenly changed into someone different who does not message at all, I wasn't the person who didn't message. Okay, most of the time he started messaging me. And how is it possible to happen? He is
I
Because
feel like
he
I
go
know
ahead,
you're gonna
Nathan.
okay.
say Aaron, right? But I feel like there's certain stuff missing in this though, because um you wasn't here at this part, Aaron, but the same thing happened last year with someone else. How long did so did you Martina? Did you ask him why he wasn't interested anymore? Why he broke things off? Did you ask that question?
Yeah, last week I called him. I have been waiting for a long time to call, him to call me, but he didn't. And
Yeah,
I was just,
yeah.
yeah, last week I
What
called.
was the conversation? Why did he? What was his response to why things didn't work out?
Yeah, yeah. He says that he just started talking about his problems and why he somehow didn't call me, okay? He started talking about his problems in life. And at that time, I wasn't sure about it, but I somehow thought that he is right. But when I think to myself, I just I just think that okay, if he has problems, if he doesn't, if he cannot control the relationship, so why did he start messaging me? Why did he start to act like he's an interested person in me? But when time passes, he just talk about his problems and he says that yes, because of this and that and that. But it doesn't have to do anything with our relationship. I said other problems, people's problems are people's problems. What does it have to do with you? I asked this question, and
Okay,
he couldn't answer. Okay, he couldn't satisfy me. You know, and yeah, I was waiting for something satisfying to convince me that why he has been absent for a week,
hmm
but I
hmm
didn't get my answer. He just talked about his problems over and over, but that doesn't solve anything.
Okay, okay. So check this out. When you say it doesn't satisfy you, and you say that he talks about his problems in his life, does that
Okay.
mean that you're not interested in his problems, or does that mean that he was telling you things that you didn't know how to assist with?
reciprocate. Yeah.
Uh, I I
Like,
asked him.
okay,
Yeah, I asked him. No, his problems. Okay, his problems are not just his problems. It was people's problems. It was ex's
wait,
problems.
okay, wait. Let's
Ex's
take. Hold
problems.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Go
because
into it.
I don't want to lose you right here. And so just give me a second. Let's take it step by step.
Okay.
You said he was telling you about his problems, and as you listened, it was other people's problems, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Okay,
got
okay.
involved with people, with his friends' problems.
Right, right, right. Okay, so his friends, is he close to them? Does he love them? Are they male? Are they female?
Um, One problem that he talked about was his ex, which has a disease now, and he should help her. The other
Oh, nah,
problem
nah,
was
Martina. All
about.
right, look. All right, hold on. We don't have to go no further. He's not what you want. He's not what you want. You can stop right there. It's very easy to see. Now, you have to accept this. This is why. Somebody that wants to be committed to you doesn't move like that. They don't abandon you because life happens. They do life with you. Does that make sense? They
Yes.
welcome you into their bullshit because it's like, huh, it's it's a lot to deal with. That's why you're my partner. Let me express myself. Maybe you can help, or I just need somebody to talk to. The moment he does something like that with his ex, you immediately have to detach because you were just a placeholder while he was dealing with his other emotions. There is no reason why
Mhm.
a man who's saying he's interested in you goes and says, "Oh, I
That's
need
his
to
ex.
speak to and assist my ex." It does not work
Yeah.
that way. You have to
Yeah.
accept that you were his entertainment, and you need to pay attention to the signs of that. Do not wonder, do not ponder about a man that was interested in you but suddenly stopped. That's not behavior of commitment. It's just a L. It's just a loss, and then you can turn it into a
Yeah.
lesson. This does not have to be difficult. The more you try to
But
be aware of how he's thinking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, no, it's okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. The more you are trying to be aware with how he is thinking, the more you're exhausting your mental energy. That's not fair to you. You don't know how he thinks because he is a stranger. That's why none of that makes sense. You know why family do certain things because you've been around them. The moment a stranger reveals himself is when they switch up and don't explain themselves. That's strange behavior, weirdo stuff. You don't have to exhaust yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I. It's been 3 months. We
Three
have been
months.
together for 3 months,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
at the end of
It
the
definitely.
3 months, he decided to act life differently. But it is still my question: if he wants to get back to his girlfriend, at least he should explain it to me. At least he
No,
should.
Martina,
Uh,
no,
No.
no,
No.
Martina.
No. No. No.
That's
No.
the
No.
thing.
No.
No,
No.
that's the thing about non-committed people.
I
They
want
don't do. They don't
maybe
move. They don't play by the rules.
maybe
They don't
I
play by the
want
rules,
to.
Martina. You
Yes,
have to.
but
It seems
maybe
like
I want to know.
it seems like there was a situation with the ex at that point, and he couldn't really, um, Aaron. I think you understand what I mean, right? He couldn't get with her, so he kind of got with you. Again, what Aaron said, placeholder. You're there for a moment, and then he saw the opportunity to go back. Like I did say, it could be that, and I did say my second point was why men could do this is because they saw a better opportunity for something else. There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
He was just playing games and messing about. And to be honest, a man
Exactly.
that does that, he's not really sure really what he wants, really. And he's messing you
Exactly.
about. And I
Exactly.
remember this is the same thing that happened last time. Martina,
I
we
didn't.
talked about. Hmm.
No, I didn't have any problems with helping other people. Okay, I don't consider this as a bad thing to. Maybe he wants to assist her, his girlfriend. Okay, his ex maybe.
So
But
you're saying you didn't
I
have a problem with that?
no, because he wants to.
Mm.
Because I wanted him. Because I wanted him, and I want him to be in my life. So I.
Ah.
Okay, so list if you don't mind, Ara, Martina, list me all the reasons why he said the relationship couldn't work. Because I'm trying to get a clear picture. Because I think it's a excuse in my head, but I want to be sure. So one reason he thought he couldn't be with you is because the pressure of helping his ex was too much, and you said his work life, right? So his job. That's two stuff, right? What was the other stuff?
Um, what was his other problems
Yeah, reasons for not being in the relationship with you. Yeah.
with me or with the his
No, with
ex?
you, right? We're talking about you.
Yes,
So
no.
I'm trying to figure out his reasons why he told you he had to kind of leave the relationship. Because in
All
order
the
to kind of
time
get
he
the clear
talks about
picture,
his problems. At first, when he stopped messaging me after 2 days, I messaged him and I asked for why you just stop messaging me, where are you, and these things.
what do you
And
say?
he told me that he had an argument with his mom, and yeah, he had an argument with his mom, and he left his mother's house. Then he got very, angry, and he couldn't, he wasn't in a mood to message or anything right like that. So I was angry too, but I didn't show that. After 1 week, I just tried to wait it for 1 week, but it didn't work. At least I was the one who called him and asked for the reason. Mm,
I think
yeah,
there's
but
a,
it is.
I think there's a slight language barrier here a little bit. So has he actually left you in terms of split up? Are you guys still together, or do you mean when a guy leaves early? Do you mean he's actually stopped texting you for a while? Are you guys still together?
Mm, I don't know. It's just that like a story
Okay.
that you know
So you guys are still together,
doesn't
but your question you're asking then is why do not
we
leave
didn't
early, but why do men go quiet? Is that a better way of explaining it?
it ended quietly. I mean, he didn't say anything about the splitting up, about the, ending the relationship. And I didn't say either, okay? We were okay. And last week when I talked to him, he talked about his problems. And at the end of the conversation, we just said goodbye. But I decided not to call him again and waited for him. I was the one who
Okay.
decided not to call him again. Maybe after problems, maybe after he solved his problems, he gets back to me. But I know it's not right. But when
And he
I
hasn't gotten
am
back to you since.
say that again. Sorry.
And he hasn't gotten back to you since. So when did you start going quiet? When was this?
Mm, last week when I last called him,
So
exactly
since last week Thursday, you
tonight.
guys haven't spoke.
Yes, since last week. Yeah, we didn't speak. We didn't talk.
Okay. This definitely isn't okay. Let me listen to the voice notes for a second. Hang on a second.
Okay.
To me, it sounds like he got back with his ex.
Yeah, in Egypt, that's what I thought at first. But honestly, Martina, this doesn't sound like a proper relationship to me. I don't know what this is. And I don't know how I mean, you said this has been going for 3 months?
Yes, 3 months. But I'm
And
still. I still don't know what to do with this.
okay,
I tried to
it
not.
sounds, it honestly sounds like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, I didn't mean that. It honestly
That's
sounds like um he's not sure what he sounds like he's got a lot on. Yeah. You said from the beginning of the first month to now the third month that he's been complaining a lot. Um,
yes,
you had a conversation with him last week. Now you guys have been quiet for a week. No one's messaged each other.
yes, exactly.
You don't want this to become like a ping pong game kind of thing. I would honestly say, where's Aaron? I would honestly say, I mean, it's up to you, but I feel like, I mean, how do you feel about this guy? But again, it's only been 3 months. So how do you feel? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, do you want to reach out to this guy and see, what, like, should we carry on or end this? Because I don't want to tell you what to do, but it's clear that he's not in the right space to have a serious
Yeah,
relationship, and I know that's what you want,
yeah,
right? So now,
yeah.
if you want to completely ghost him, that's up to you, and just never message him again, unblock him, whatever.
Mm,
But again, at the same time, though, do you think you want to message him and say, look, what's going on here? You've been quiet, so have I. I thought I'd be quiet to let you get back to me to give you a bit of space. But don't let this be a
mm,
routine. And that's what I'm kind of mindful of at the moment because I see this quite a lot. Where people go quiet and then they message and they go quiet and they wait. You don't want that to happen. So what do you want to do?
mm.
Now that I've said all this, what do you want to do with it?
Um, it's been hard because at first I knew that it's not going to be a serious relationship, but
So you knew that.
uh,
So
I
how
knew that.
early did you pick it up?
Yeah, I knew that. I was
Mm.
interested in him, and I didn't have
Yeah.
a serious relationship. So I was okay with it with him. Going out. Spend hanging out with him. I was okay with this because it wasn't just a serious relationship. That's why I knew that. But uh, he didn't act like it is not a serious relationship. That's why I'm asking this question. He changed the way uh, the way he took after me was so different from now. He has been quiet for a week now, and I don't want to accept this. Somehow I know that it's wrong, but I don't want to accept it. I don't want to face the reality. The reality is that he doesn't want me. That's the reality. But I don't want to accept this. Maybe after his problems solved, maybe he will get back to me. I still should wait for him, to whether what he wants to do. Maybe
It
maybe
sounds like he doesn't know what it now you told me he was like this from the beginning, but at one point you said that he's changed. So, how was he in the first month?
he was like a caring person. He
Okay, second month,
acted um
still the same?
second
Was he
month.
was he just yeah? How was he?
Yeah, yeah. He was a caring person. Yeah,
Okay, so
and the third
so
month, it
the
started.
third month.
He started changing. Yeah,
Hang on, hang
he
on, hang on,
started
hang on,
to
hang on,
change.
hang on. So because I'm picking little things up. So the third month, how many days did he go quiet on you? Was it two?
Now,
Was it how many days?
last week we talked. I called him.
Yeah, but
Was
how many days did he go quiet?
Did
Because
he go quiet?
there's a bit of a language barrier, and I'm trying to make sure I say and give you the right advice. Because now,
Okay.
now what I'm thinking is that he's been fine for the first, second, and third month, except from a couple of days when he's been a bit quiet because he had a bit of personal issues. Is that correct? So is
2 weeks.
he was
I
quiet for
think
two
2 weeks.
weeks?
Yes, yes. During this time, I was the one who messaged him. Okay, but not a
Okay, so
lot, just twice. Last
okay, but
week and
he was
also,
messaging you. He was messaging you back too, yeah?
uh, yes, he didn't message me for about like 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
but I
Aaron,
messaged him during this
Yeah, I'm
time.
here, bro.
yeah, okay. So this is kind of slightly different now. So we've got a clearer picture, right? So first, second, and third month, he was good, right? But he was
Okay.
quiet for about 2 weeks because he had personal issues. Now, before you and me was like, he's probably playing games, and there is a slight language barrier, so we're trying to understand. So out of 2 weeks, he just had personal issues, bro. So,
Mhm.
and I feel like Martina might be over worrying a little bit, but since last week, they haven't messaged each other at all. Now, bro, I'm a person, I like to, give second chances, right? Or give the benefit of the doubt. At that
Yeah.
point, would you, you see, it's a bit 50-50 because I'm not in the situation. And I'm saying it's really up to her. I mean, I'm saying probably I would send a message, say, "Are you okay? We both haven't messaged each other. Can we talk?" What would you do, bro?
I say leave him alone. I'm not changing.
You say leave him
Like
alone?
you, yeah, Matina, you are a placeholder. He's not serious about you. It doesn't
And the
matter if
reason
you
why I'm
want
asking
him.
this question as well, because she says she doesn't want to let this go. So
But
I'm
then
kind
that's
of leaving the
so
ball in
then
her court.
wait. If that's the case, then she's already chosen. I'm telling you, as a man, as a 29-year-old man, not only is he playing games with you, he might be sliming you in the sense of he might be having sex with his ex while still dealing with you. Those 2 weeks where he wasn't speaking, there's a lot to be done, and he could also be getting
Yeah,
emotionally wrapped up in another woman as well.
yeah,
His ex.
that's my guess.
I don't.
That is a
And
possibility.
if you know what I'm saying, like we're adults. You're not allowed to, like when you're a man and you're dealing with somebody highly interested, you have to be accounted for emotionally. The moment you start checking out weeks at a time, months at a time, that's not allowed. That's because that's not
Yeah.
grounds for a serious relationship. We can't be 6 years in married and then you have 3 months where you check out because now you're unaccounted for. Anything that you've done, I don't know about, and I have to accept it. That's emotional abuse, and you're worth more than that. You need to understand that. That's not correct. Men that care about women don't move like that. They're tender in the places
Yeah,
where they're hard. They're not rough with your vulnerable places. They're really really sweet, and they show it to
Mm.
you in a masculine way that makes you feel more secure about your feminine. So if you want to keep on playing that game because you want him, you will deal with more heartache because you can't account for his thoughts. You don't know what he's thinking, and he's not telling you. You can't force any
yeah,
grown ass man to do anything. The moment he
yeah,
decides that he wants to check out and stop talking to you the way he was, you have to make a decision for yourself. Do I sit and wait and become this man's doormat because I want him so much? And now I have to ask, are you sexually active with him? Has he done something for you to make you feel so compelled? Are you emotionally wrapped up in him in a way that you've never been wrapped up in a man before? Because if those are reasons, then all right, sure, I wouldn't, but now I can kind of understand. But if you just had sex with him and you can't stop thinking about him, you'll have to deal with it. If you're saying that you've never touched him and that you just feel this way about him, you'll have to deal with it because that means he has leverage over you. He knows how you feel
That's
about him,
true
and
too.
he don't care.
Yeah. Mm.
He know that you
yeah,
want him, and he making you wait. If you wanna say that I'm not strong enough to deal with this kind of man, and I wanna sit there and see where it goes, you're wasting time. However old you are, it's all gonna be difficult to bounce back. Because the more you stay out of practice with dealing with a man that does want you, the harder it's gonna be to recognize someone that really has time for you. Because you're going to be so used to toxic traits. You're going to be used to so many games and so many mental other things that it's going to be real
yeah.
difficult to check. So
Mm.
I'm giving you the best advice I can as an adult to another adult. You need to break
I'm
away
so
while you still have time.
disappointed.
And it's still
You should
early,
be.
so
You should
it's
be.
not
You
like
should be.
mm.
You
Yeah,
should be. You should be disappointed because you should not be treated like that. But that's why you have to now choose different.
I
And when
don't
the signs show up
deserve
like
it.
that, yes,
Yeah,
you do not deserve it because you are a good person. That's why I have to say it so. That's why I have to be so blunt about it. You're not in a position to where you should be dealing with any of this. You're in a position to where you
but
should be
but but
being.
here
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes. Yes.
I have to have a reason for that, to accept this. My brain doesn't accept it yet, okay? My brain doesn't accept it. My brain wants an answer for it, okay? He
Okay.
suddenly, all of a
Okay.
sudden, as soon as he changed his job, as soon as he changed his job, he suddenly changed his personality as well. Maybe something goes wrong in this point, because of maybe his job, maybe because he got so busy that he couldn't handle, or maybe he's still with his ex, or he wants him, but I cannot find an answer right now. I am still
Yes.
waiting for him. to get back to me, to at least to explain what is going
But
on. I have
but
the
you,
right to
Martina,
know. Yeah,
the thing is you look. I told you, if you're going to wait, you're going to suffer more heartache. The reason why you're going to suffer more heartache is
It's gonna make you
because you
paranoid
don't.
a little bit as well.
I apologize. Um.
No, sorry, bro. I interrupted you. Go on. I'm thinking out
Oh,
loud.
oh no. Okay. Yeah. I like the thought. By the way, it's the reason why you'll suffer more heartache is because you don't know him. You can't put your heart in somebody's hand that you're not aware of. You need to,
Mm.
if this is who he's showing, if he's showing himself like this, you need to take it for what it is. You can't fantasize how toxic behavior is. Don't romanticize it or anything. Don't put any type of sugar on it. You are being ghosted. You are being mistreated. Will you sit there and wait for an explanation about mistreatment, or will you? Because then what you're saying is, well, if he say the right thing, I might, I might want to talk to him again
I'll
because he
give.
might have a legit reason. That's not
Do you
good
mind if I
enough.
say
He
something,
has to.
Aaron?
Yes, go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead.
I mean, Martina, remember last year how you was and how you was feeling, right? You don't want to end up like that again. But I know what you're saying
yeah,
though. It,
yeah, exactly.
it's
That's the
I
feeling
understand.
that I have.
I know, but remember, it's gonna make you. Aaron is correct though. It will make you feel a bit paranoid, and whatever you hear, be honest with yourself. It won't make the situation um won't make the situation any better. I mean, did he even? I mean, within these 3 months, were you girlfriend and boyfriend? Did you even have that title as well?
No,
To
she
tell
didn't.
you,
No,
to
yeah,
tell
I
you the
thought
truth,
so.
no.
So say that again.
No, we were just good
Were
friends.
you
Y'all
guys
was
just
just friends.
talking? Right. You see,
Mm-hmm.
And
so
last
now you
week,
so and this is probably why he's probably gone quiet because it wasn't anything or it wasn't serious. Do you get what I'm saying, Aaron? Right. So there was no
Yes, I
yeah,
title,
know.
and
Because
now
now the next question. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
right. And Bettina, I think what you're doing slightly is in your mind you're making it something that it's not at the moment. It's not a proper relationship at this point. Now,
yeah,
what
but
if
I don't
Aaron,
want
right?
to.
Aaron, what if, right? And let's flip it, Martina. Listen, right? Let's flip it. What if, in his mind, he's thinking, I don't actually owe you an explanation because we're just friends. I mean, Martina, you just said
That's
that.
true. That's true. He don't owe her nothing. He can put the phone down, delete the number,
So,
block her everywhere. All she'll be
right.
doing is
Right.
that's all.
So at this point, as a friend, you could go back to him or you could leave it. But from what you're saying, it wasn't even a relationship. You guys were just talking, which means you were in the talking stage. Usually, what people do at this point is they they date other people or they just go about with their lives. And okay, he's been quiet for a week. I think you might be taking it a little bit too deep. Aaron, you want to say anything on that?
Okay. I just want to hear what she got to say about that. What's up, Martina? How you feel about that?
I just don't like to feel like being rejected again from someone.
Ah.
We've got it, Aaron. We got it. So we got it. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
There it
I
is.
don't want this to happen again. I have to manage this. I have to. Oh, but okay, but after that, if I accept it, I just feel like I wanna do something, okay? That showed him that you were not important. You were not important. I just want to, go to some different classes. I got involved with mentally. I got involved every day when I uh, wake up. I first cry. Sometimes I cry. I don't want. I sometimes,
Oh.
it's just
Oh yeah.
involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Okay, I get that. I get that. That's
you
real.
may not,
That's
yeah, it may
Okay.
be unusual for you to. It sounds maybe unusual to you. For 3 months, she's so dependent. Yes, I am so. emotionally involved. That's why I
So
think
Yeah.
so right. So it's
this
no, and
reaction.
and that's fine, and that happens. That does happen. I think though, um, it happened in my opinion too early because it sounds like what you said. Your friends, he doesn't even know the situation. He probably doesn't even know how you're feeling right now. And again, Aaron, like we said, right, communication is so important.
I try
You
to
might if I
Right.
act
play?
normal, but
No,
mentally
you
No.
I'm
can't
not.
do that.
I'm not.
No, you can't. You see, when you look at it, whose fault is it really? Think about that. Let me play this voice note quickly. Hang on, from Shira.
If he's got problems, I'm sure he's got other friends there to be there for him. At the end of the day, he doesn't deserve your loyalty because he's not made anything official with you. So you're really just wasting your time, to be honest. You may as well look after yourself and leave yourself open for someone who will sort of be consistent, really, and treat you the way you deserve to be treated.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shiro is right, but
exactly.
like I said though, he didn't know your feelings from day one as well. Do you get what I mean, Aaron? So it's kind of like,
Yeah, I was just gonna ask her because this is Martina. Whether you like it or not, this is your fault. Because
yeah,
I think somewhere in there you didn't tell him what it really was. You just let him play around. At a certain point,
so
and I think,
Yeah,
and this is for all women that are looking for men. Like, you need to tell him what you need to tell that man how he makes you feel. If he make you moist, you need to tell him that. If he make your heart thump, you need to tell him that. Why? Because if he just start playing around with it, you need to run. Because he's not serious. Hey, I'm really attracted to
yeah,
you, and I want to do something serious. Are you here for that? Oh yeah, I'm here. Then you watch the action. If he laugh or shrug it off or whatever, all red flags. Don't There ain't nothing funny about nobody's emotions, especially a woman that's confessing. So you have to make your intentions pure. You have to purify your intentions. You have to state
make
them
attention
to that
known.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Once
yeah.
you do that, whatever happens afterwards, you're gauging it. You're gauging long-term behavior. If he's not functioning like a long-term relationship, run like hell. If he
but
don't, if he
Mm,
not,
and I understand
go
that,
ahead.
but again, Aaron, right? It sounded like he didn't even know that this was even a thing because what she said is we are actually friends, and this is where you have to
Yep.
yeah, I
sometimes
But
think
if
that's
we
why I said what I said.
exactly.
I heard you.
sometimes if we're not careful, the very fact that we don't want to be alone, the very opposite sex to us, when we get close to them, we just start feeling all sorts of feelings, and you have to be careful about that. But at the
Yep.
same
I
time,
wanted
though, if
to
you
have
if
a
hmm?
sorry.
No, go on.
No, I wanted to have a great time. I have been single for like 1 year and a half. So I wanted
Hmm.
to feel differently. Okay, I
Hmm.
just knew that maybe I wanted to change something. Okay, that's why
Hmm.
I got attracted to him, and the way he acted, the way he treated me, okay, at first was not like this. At first
But
he was
remember,
so caring, and
Matina. But at first, I kind of understood, right?
it's not
But
2 years ago, it's just 2 months ago, it's just two
no,
months ago at first.
I know. But remember, remember two things. He was just a friend. He went quiet for 2 weeks because he was going through something. And if you kind of look at it, you're slightly getting upset because he was quiet, but it wasn't actually a relationship, as in a girlfriend and boyfriend. You guys were just friends, right? But anyway, regardless of how you feel, and obviously you like this guy, what you should have done within the first month is told him, you know what, I know we're friends, but this is how I'm feeling because I'm investing a lot of
Exactly.
time in texting you all the time. This is because what you did say as well, I've been texting him a lot, but he's been texting you too, but you've been doing more of the work. So the person that has been doing the chasing, Martina, is actually you. And to a degree, that's fine. But you had to communicate that to him because it's okay saying he did this, he did that. But I wouldn't hear me out though, Martina. I don't think it's actually
Okay.
he's at fault. Does that what I mean? Slightly, you are too, but I'm being nice about it. I'm not, but the communication part is so important. If you
As a
feel some,
friend, he could greet at
no,
me at least. He knew that
no,
last
but
week
as
I
a
said I
friend,
was sick. At least he could talk to me. He could greet me whether I am okay or not. He
Matina,
knew
you're
that.
right. Matina, you're right. He's not your friend. Friends don't do that. You're right. Friends do
I was about
exactly
to
what you're
say that
describing, but he did not do
friends,
that. That's
friends,
that's the proof.
yeah,
You have to take a man by his actions, not by his words. He is showing you how little he values you. Real friends tell you reasons why they are not speaking. But
Yeah.
people that aren't seriously involved or don't care about your emotions do exactly what he's doing. You have to decipher the two. You cannot move as an adult and think like you're thinking. You won't make it. You won't ever find what you're trying to have because you think, well, he's supposed to. He's supposed to. Right. He is, and he didn't. So what does that mean? Oh, well, then I don't need to care about him past a certain point because he don't even value our friendship. Basic points of communication, he not even doing. He not even telling me, he felt so comfortable to tell you that he dealing with his ex and that, he got all these problems, but he not comfortable enough to tell you why he not messaging you for 2 weeks. He not comfortable enough to tell you because think how backwards that is. I'll tell you what's wrong with my mama, but I won't tell you what's wrong with me. What? I don't even know your mom.
yeah, and he
Why
is
would
right
you
because
tell
the
me what's wrong with your
foundation,
mom? I
the
don't care about
yeah,
her.
yeah. So the basis of the friendship wasn't there, and that's why as well, Martina, you can't even think above that to think, you know, to even treat this like a relationship because it's not. And Aaron's right, it wasn't even at a friendship level. I mean, you were just talking for 3 months, so you just kind of met the guy. So
Yeah,
you know
no
what I
matter
mean?
what he was saying, Martina, no matter what he was saying, don't be fooled. Because if it was real, you wouldn't be on this call talking to us. You'd be talking to him, and y'all be working it out. The fact that he talking about he ain't speaking to you because he's dealing with his ex is already enough of disrespect to your womanhood. But
We've got
keep in mind, that's your
yeah.
fault because you never stated your feelings.
Mm.
So he gonna
Yeah.
treat you however he want to treat you. The moment you
We've
say,
got
"Yo, I'm really emotionally involved with you. I like how you treating me, and I want more," and then he's still doing shit like that. Oh, all right. Well, now we know something different. But he ain't even know that's how you felt. So one thing you got to do, Martina, is you got to be more transparent with what you want, so you can have it. You're not even giving yourself a
that's what
fair
we're
shot.
saying. Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
not even getting in the ring. If you gonna hunt, hunt. But if you gonna be timid, if you gonna be scared, it's not for you. You can't be in the dating pool. You'll be eaten alive because men specifically, they're gonna be doing you just like this.
Right.
Mm. We've got
You're not no man's doormat. You're not no man's doormat or welcoming door or anything. You are a woman. You have value. You must understand your value and then move
mhm.
accordingly.
We've got a voice now.
But if he after a couple of months, if he gets back to me, what
Nope.
Well,
what
well,
kind of
Nope.
reaction?
Nope.
no, no,
Nope.
no,
The
no, no,
reaction.
no. I mean,
Listen, Martina. That's the point of understanding your value. That's the point of understanding your value, and you don't understand your
Okay, what
value as a
can I
woman.
what can I do to take the revenge?
There is no
revenge.
revenge. The best revenge is
What do you
success.
mean? No,
You must.
Martina, there's no. Aaron,
Yes,
hang on a second, Aaron.
Go
he
ahead, Nathan. Go ahead,
ignored
Martina,
Nathan. Go ahead.
he ignored me.
Martina, Martina.
Yeah. Yes.
There was
Yes.
no relationship. There was no there was no strong friendship because you were just talking for 3 months, right? And it seemed like he was
Every
going through
night for
something,
three
and it
months.
seemed
It's
no,
something
hang on.
beyond that relationship. Every
It
night,
was a
every day
I know, but
for like
Tina, Tina, that doesn't mean though it's a romance relationship. Okay, like, from your words, Martina, you said you guys were just friends. Was there anything physical in any of this? If you don't mind me asking, was there any intimacy?
about me or him or our
Both of
between
you.
Did
our
y'all have
relationship.
sex?
No. No.
Well,
Okay,
then, yeah.
perfect. So,
There you
see,
go.
this is where I'm gonna probably suggest something. You might want to speak to a probably slightly a counselor about this, because it seems like you've got. I feel like you're getting attached so easily to this person that you don't really have a right to even ask these questions about him necessarily, because you haven't really don't know the person that much. Okay, you may be friends, but from what you've told me, the foundation of this friendship is a bit wavery too. So for you to say, should I wait for him and when he comes back? Remember, this isn't a relationship. You're speaking like it's a relationship.
I'm
If
sure
he
he
messages,
when
if he
he
messages
when
you
he
back, if he messages
okay.
you back as a friend, right? Fair enough, reply
Okay.
back. But what Aaron said though, you got to play this wisely, because you didn't even state from the beginning, I actually like you. This is my intention. My intention is not to be a friend. That's where this is getting a bit. But Aaron, do you mind if I play these voice notes quick?
Go ahead, go ahead. What's up, Saran Lee? I love you, boy. I
To
love
me,
you,
it's
man.
more
Sorry,
so
not
there
boy.
was
Sorry.
never an effective form of communication that was established between the parties involved, that being Martina and that being the Mr. Anonymous. If it was understood that y'all was both going to be friends, then the boundaries can be set there. Look, we're friends. You know, we can hang out, kick it from time to time, but that's what we are. Or, hey, at any point, it's up to you to be emotionally responsible and say, hey, I have these type of feelings towards you. How do you feel about receiving these feelings? Or are you in a position to move forward with me in this capacity? If not,
Right.
then you know where you stand and you know how to move, versus now you're being blindsided because you never communicated with him effectively in the sense of conveying your emotions.
Right.
Mm.
Aaron, can you play the next voice note from Egypt? Because I can't press it for some reason.
Hold on, give me 1 second, big dog, and I got you. Go in the room.
Martina, you answered your own concerns earlier when you said that you don't want to face the reality, and what the reality is that he doesn't want you, and that's just what it is. That's the reality of things. Like these gentlemen said, a man is going to show you through actions, and if the actions aren't there, he doesn't want you. A man is going to do or make time for what they want to make time for, or who they want to make time for. He's not making time for you. He's giving you excuses, and it's just what it is. The reality is that he does not want you.
Yeah, and what she's saying
Yeah.
is as well, like he doesn't think of you in a romantic way like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's and again,
And I
really
didn't
reflect on this,
I got
because it's very
dependent.
worrying as well.
You know,
Sorry,
after 3 months, I didn't know that I got so much feeling for him. When he left, when he stopped messaging me, I
Bettina,
felt
feelings
like
are okay. Feelings, having feelings for somebody is okay. It's how you
because
deliver that. It's
I
how you.
promised myself not to get dependent again, not to, to.
Oh yeah, I get that. No,
I,
I get that. But Martina, it's like no matter how you can take yourself through all the circles, but the reality is real. Now, what I want you to also understand, Nathan, is that 3 months is a long time, because 3 months, people get married in 3 months. People discuss a lot of things, especially if they're talking every night, 7 days out the week, and she's saying they talk every night or damn near every night. That's a lot. So I understand why she's emotionally evolved, because that's what he was
I do
attacking
too.
the whole time.
I
He
do
learned,
too.
because
But
if she, it. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I do too. But
you're
let's
not at
flip it. Right.
fault.
Let's uh, see, Aaron. Okay, let's say Aaron, use messaging a girl every night, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Would you really get upset with her, Aaron, for not? And you didn't tell her your feelings. You didn't have sex with her, so we know your intentions, bro, are not to. It's not to smash, right?
Yeah.
And then you turn around and be like, you haven't messaged me for 2 weeks, and then she tells you, I've just been going through things, da da da, and then she's quiet for another week. I don't think that's her fault. I mean, Martina, I don't think that's his fault, because he wasn't even given the chance to explain himself. If you said, this is how I feel about you, and the reply could have been something different, in my opinion. But it's very worrying as well, though, bro, how she's
I
talking about
deserve an
revenge as
answer
well.
at
Like,
least.
sorry.
I deserve an answer at least.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
if he doesn't want me,
No,
he should tell
no,
me.
no, no. But
Why
he didn't.
didn't he
No,
tell
no,
me about
Martina,
that?
Martina, this is very dangerous. You just said if he doesn't want you, he should tell you. You wasn't in a relationship,
He
Martina.
showed you. He showed you he didn't want you. Body language is 70% of every conversation. He 70% showed you he don't want you, and that's still not enough. You
That's a
can't
fact.
do
But
that to yourself. You're
Aaron,
wasting your time.
I
Good.
think it's the way that we're saying it. He didn't even know how you felt. Think about that. So he wouldn't have known. So technically, Martina, he doesn't owe you anything in a romantic sense or in terms of, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give you that much time as I used to. If anything, I,
Oh
right.
yeah,
So
yeah. Because Martina,
yes,
you
no,
didn't even tell. You didn't even tell him. So he's
you
moving.
didn't
He's
even
moving
tell
like how
him.
he would treat his friends. You are his homeboy. You his homegirl. Whatever happens between y'all,
I
he's
was
just
just
expecting
about
you
to
to be
get
there.
to that, bro. Exactly, bro. I was about to get to that, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
you don't even look at you like that.
when we
No,
go,
what's
Oh,
up?
you
Hey,
know, like,
what's up? What's up? It was just
uh,
my fault. You said,
no, no, no. It's not. It's not. It's literally all your fault. Actually, yes, it is all your fault.
come
Because you didn't
and
say
then
on.
nothing.
explain,
You didn't. Martina,
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 Martina.
wait,
No.
wait, hold on, check it out. Hold on, Martina, check it out, check it out. If you don't tell a job that you interested in the job, is the job gonna be like, hey, come in for an interview? If you don't
Because
tell a job that you're interested in the job, you don't put your app out, you don't put yourself out or nothing, is the job gonna call you? They gonna get your number, your email address, all your contact information to be like, Martina, we felt in our spirits that you should be hired with us. No, they don't even know you
Let's take
exist.
let's take it to the next step, Aaron. Right, Martina, you wanted that job so much, you started cleaning, volunteering to clean for that company. You weren't even getting paid for it. And let's say you did that for
Yeah.
3 months, you're volunteering to do so much. And then you turn around after and say, didn't you get that I wanted to work here? I thought you would have paid me after 3 months. That's what you're kind of technically saying. Now you owe me something when there was no
For working for
agreement of
free, for
any type of
volunteering. You
right, any
volunteered your
type of
time, Martina.
you want right. Thank you.
it's not fair. It's not fair at
No,
all.
but no, it
It's not.
I get what you're
It's life.
saying,
You didn't do what you
but
were supposed to do, Martina. You gotta handle it. You gotta handle it. When you see something you want, you can't sit there for 3 months on your ass. You gotta say, hey, I want you in whatever capacity in order to get that man to see that you want him romantically. Then you are entitled. Then it's not fair. You didn't even take the step. You didn't even put yourself out there. That's not fair to the man. How
it's
does he
not fair.
know to court you
And
when you don't even say nothing? All y'all doing is talking every night. That's not enough because apparently he's busy. He got real life going on. His mom going through stuff. His ex is pulling on him. Who knows if that's his ex baby mom? Who knows if that's his ex anything? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of context that's missing. But what you got to know is that if you say what's on your heart, you have every reason to be for a response to happen. That's life. That's real life. You are an adult. You are not a child. You must function as an adult
Yeah.
emotionally.
yeah,
You have a
I'm gonna.
responsibility. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I'm just gonna play these voice notes real quick, real quick. I'm gonna start
Messina, you're gonna
from.
be okay, girl. You're gonna be okay. I promise you're gonna be okay. Go ahead. Play them.
Yeah,
Play,
I'm gonna
play
be
them.
okay after this.
And also, like these gentlemen told you earlier, you have to know your worth. You have to
Right.
set the boundaries and make them like just if he say he wants you, make him show you that he wants you. And if
Correct.
he doesn't, that's just what it is. You have to set those boundaries. You have to know your worth. A man is going to treat you how you let
I
them
did that.
treat you.
I did that
Yeah.
once.
I
I did
think the
that.
reality of the situation plus his actions should be enough closure for you. And the best thing you can do to get your power back is block him and move on.
Yeah.
Yes. Well
Mm,
said, baby.
Yeah. And I agree. I
yeah.
agree with the blocking thing because I feel like
I
Martina, you can't take the situation at the moment, and I feel like you've put yourself in something where there wasn't any sort of agreement to anything. You were literally just friends. If anything, just people that wanted each other's company. Mostly probably by you. You were a company.
Mhm.
I don't think you can handle it emotionally. So I agree. I agree with Shanice there. Block him. you know. But again, with Egypt as well, know your worth, have your boundaries, and I'm going to take that to the next
I
step.
think
Have your own personal boundaries. Hang on, in a sense of, if you have feelings for somebody, your boundaries and you as a person will say, you know what, because of what happened last time, let me tell this person how I feel, or give them sort of flirtation hints. If they don't catch it, leave it. There's only so much you can do in that situation.
mhm.
Like, seriously,
But
don't. And
blocking
again,
him is showing that it was important to me. He was
Yes.
important to me. It is just a
well,
message that he got the message that okay, he was so important to me. Then now he's not important anymore. Then I block him. So I think blocking is just a reaction, and and it is going to be proof that he was important to me. But I don't want him to know that he was important to me because
okay,
uh
fine. But
he
I just feel like you can't, because I feel like you're gonna, from what you said, you're gonna go back and at some point and message
no,
him. I don't know what you're
I
gonna do.
did
It's totally up
the
to
only
you.
thing
But
I
I would
did
say
was that I deleted all the app WhatsApp. I just deleted
you deleted
my
WhatsApp. Okay.
the social media that
Okay.
Okay.
we
Well,
have been
Okay.
Martina.
So
talking.
he's not gonna come
Okay.
back then. So it's sorted, isn't it?
Cause I mean, like, all right, that sounds really sorted to me. Like, but also, I have to leave you with your devices because you're an adult. I'll hold you to. You have to be accountable. There are certain levels of denial that you're experiencing because it's all a shock. And rejection is difficult. I encourage you to do what Nathan said as well as we're wrapping this up, this portion, because now we gotta have like a talk outside of her, because we have to discuss some things, and because she said on what she wants to do, and that's a grown ass woman. We're not gonna fight her on her decision with her body, her heart, her emotions. She knows herself better than anything. If you feel like bruh can come back and run amok in your life, or you want this revenge plan or whatever, all of those things will not work out the way you think they will. But I
That's true.
encourage you to seek out this form of advice right here that we gave you, digest it, and then just look inside. See why you feel like you got to chase a man that's not chasing you. Remember that. You are chasing someone that is not interested in you romantically, nor have you put yourself out
Mhm.
there to see if he even wants you romantically. So you have to see
And
why you
and
are
I would
being so timid
understand.
So how about
Yeah.
the
with your emotions.
revenge?
You said what?
How about the revenge that I have
The
to?
revenge is immature.
How,
The revenge is
No, no,
immature, but you're allowed to
thank
do that.
you,
You
thank
are
you,
allowed to
thank you.
feel that way, Latina.
I
You
would
are allowed to
understand.
feel that way.
It is a
okay,
bit
what's the
immature
best
though.
way to if listeners are going to help me, so what's the best way to revenge him? Maybe to take
No, no,
revenge.
no. Bettina, they're not going to give
Nah,
you
Matina, we not
revenge.
doing that.
Bettina,
We actually
no,
finna
no,
step you
no, no,
down.
no, no,
Matina,
no,
we finna
no.
step you down, boo. You finna get right off the call, cause I mean we can't waste our time past a certain point. Like I be busy. These we have to do other things in this segment. Like we gave you the solutions or what we feel like are the solutions. If you have a better plan, you can talk to each and every one of these individuals by yourself, not on this platform.
Oh
We
no,
don't
no. We,
advocate
we, we, we,
revenge.
we, we've definitely given you a solution. I would understand if he chased you and then he dropped you off. Still, there shouldn't be any type of revenge. But this whole thing, let's say it was Aaron, he had no clue. He had no clue. And you have to be, this is what I'm saying, you need to speak to someone, a counselor, Martina, because it's not, the way you're thinking is really not good at the moment. I'm being totally dead serious. There is
You're
no
not
revenge
entitled to
because he's
anybody's
done
time.
nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong to you.
Nathan, you mean that taking revenge is not a good way? Is not a good
No, 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 Martina,
Revenge is
Martina,
terrible. Revenge is
he
terrible.
hasn't, he hasn't done anything to you, Martina. He didn't even know how you felt. If I don't communicate to you, Martina, that I
okay,
don't
but
want chick.
at least at least I should make him understand what that
Okay,
I
fine,
have
But you
fine, but
already,
hang
but
on, hang
that's
on.
revenge.
Okay, Aaron,
okay.
hang on a second. If you want to
Okay.
do that, after everything we've just said and everyone said, if you want to do that, do that. Because at the moment, in my mind, I'm thinking if that would make yourself feel sane without you getting revenge, you do that. And then, listen to this, Martina. You have to deal with the reply or the reaction that he gives you. And if it's no, don't be doing no revenge, Bettina. If it's a no, if it's yeah, but if you want that answer, regardless of the situation, you do that. Like what Aaron said, we're not children, but we're big adults, right? You have to take
Yeah.
responsibility for your actions, what you do. If you want to follow up on something, fine. We technically can't stop you, but it's just don't remember it's not his fault. You didn't really, in a nice way, Martina. No bad energy, no hate. It is really your fault though, because you didn't communicate, and it would be this. It would be Aaron's fault if he did the same thing.
Okay, but she got that. That's the fourth time we just said that. We can stop it here because I want to talk to the listeners about this outside of her. Martina, thank you so much for being here and expressing yourself. Good luck, and I hope it all works out for you. For
You're
real.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Big shout out to Martina doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? But now we here. This is the hard part. When it comes down to rejection, this is the hard part about filtering out the dating pool, the relationships. If nobody's being honest as early as possible, y'all gonna be 3 months, 4 months, 3 years, 4 years down the road, and somebody gonna be in denial. Speak up, women, please. Men
I
are
said this
hunters by
yesterday.
nature. This is true. This is true. We are coming to get you in all of that. But the facts are, if you want something serious, because your time is precious, you need to say something. You're not waiting on him to say something. You're waiting on him to respond to what you say. So when you say, I'm serious about you, and he, haha, you funny, or yo, I'm serious about you too, or haha, I'm serious too, I couldn't wait for you to say that shit. All right, we got something. In whatever capacity, if they're not responding like that, run. Stop it now. Or do whatever you do the situationship thing. If he fine, or you still wanted to fuck him, okay, bet. Sure, do your thing. Nobody's mad at that either, because you can exact that. But just know that he don't want you past you fucking him, and you have to accept that. That's
Let
still
your
a form of
attention
rejection. Yeah, that's still you gotta hold that form of rejection, and that is okay. A lot of women say we just want to be like, we want the freedom of men. That is the point. Is that a lot of women struggle with that form of rejection. You just want to fuck. You don't want nothing else. Women be like, I just want your money. I don't want nothing else. That's the equivalent. Right there. That's a form of rejection, and you have to hold it.
Probably Aaron, right? And I thought, I think what we're gonna have to do is probably after Valentine's, but we're gonna have to talk about what
How to
questions you
communicate
ask
your intentions as early as possible.
as early as possible, bro.
Yes.
Within the first week, because it's like
Within the first week, people think that's insane. No, it's not. It saves so much
it's
time.
not.
You know how
It
much
needs
time
to
you
be
can
done.
save saying you like, but that requires honesty that a lot of women are not willing to do. Because that means in the first week, she's seen herself walking down the aisle with men. And most people gonna think, I'm not crazy. Nah, some of y'all catch visions like that. Because I know what currently my girl, like when I seen her, Shanice, when I seen her, it was difficult to take my eyes off of her. Now, did I see myself walking down the aisle with her? Nah.
I know the
Nah,
feeling.
but did I see like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? But did I see myself spending a lot of time with her, like long term? Yes. And so I made that known. Were there ups and downs? Yes, absolutely. But there was seriousness in my tone, and she responded to it in turn. In a perfect world, every man that walk up to you, girls, he gonna tell you, I wanna be with you, or I just wanna fuck you. But that's not how humans work. There's so much gray, so you gotta grow up. That's why you force the conversation. Either they're gonna respond maturely and give you some effort, or they not. Like, you don't have time to waste. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking it's just gonna come to you. Stop thinking that the dream, Prince Charming, all of that. Cinderella was working. She was tending to her father's property. She was in the middle of something. That was her. If anybody knows the real story of Cinderella, she was actually tending to her dead father's property. That was his dying wish. He was married to the woman, and she had stepdaughters. And it came with it. He said, look, no matter how hard it get, stick with it. Sure enough, Prince Charming comes. You got to remember that if she wouldn't have been following her daddy's dead wishes, she wouldn't have got her man. the soon to be king of the domain. Like, think about that for a second. You got to be in the middle of something, making yourself better in order for the Prince Charming to find you. If you want to go spiritual, think about Boaz. Boaz found her doing something. She was in the middle of something. That's the point. If you are making yourself better, if you are making yourself the reason why you should have all that you want to have, it will show up. I don't know if that makes sense. You have to be your demand. I want me a man that can take care of everything. Make sure you can. Yeah, nobody's gonna notice you. Nobody can never notice the Cinderella if she didn't go to the ball. And keep in mind, the fairy godmother. Y'all gotta remember how dope Cinderella is. Bro. Cinderella had 3 wishes from a magical entity. That's how much the universe will fuck with you. Oh, you want something and you in the middle of being great? Let me give you a magical entity that can grant you 3 wishes. And these 3 wishes, Cinderella's so dope that she knew exactly what she needed to just. All them other women, they've been trying to get Prince Charming for years. She showed up for an hour and got scouring the city for her. That's how real it was. When you are a woman of value, everybody's looking. Everybody. They can't stop. They can't stop it.
In other words, bro, you need to bring something.
You gotta bring something to the table. It's enough of that. Yeah. The kind of man you want. Go ahead.
There's a loud background noise, bro.
Oh, wait, I'll mute myself. I'm still driving. I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, I understand what he's don't be too long now, bro. Yeah, I understand what you're saying though, because I mean, it's one thing wanted to be noticed, but are you in a position of being noticed? You know, we've actually got a voice note. I didn't play that. Sorry, Mr. Lee.
The best way for you to get revenge is to not worry about him. You're dedicating energy to someone who don't want you. You're losing and you're giving him power. You're showing him that he means something to you because you're dedicating time out of your day to form a plan for revenge. You don't need him. Dedicate more time and energy to you, figuring you out. Being the best version of yourself is the ultimate revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was conversation.
That's a mouthful. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to look in certain things, bro, because that was kind of worrying though. At the same time, for me personally,
yeah,
because you have to go through something in life to get to that level, which is fine. That's why I kept on saying, I think you need to speak to somebody because it's she kept on saying rejection, love, rejection, and that's fine. Everyone wants love, but there's a way you have to go about it. And again, bro, like you said, right? What do you have to offer as well if you do want to be picked? You know, what are you offering? But sometimes, bro, from the situation today, what if you're just not there to offer anything so much that you're just broken down? And, so we need to we need to talk more about these stuff because it's very interesting. But yeah, we need to talk about how to communicate basic stuff to get the results you want.
Okay.
Well, to be honest,
Let's start real quick.
And to be honest,
go
even
ahead.
if you don't, yeah, I mean, yeah, cool. Let's do it. I mean,
I'm with it. I got time because it's like this is the most important part about this stuff.
I mean, for me personally, within the first week, I'll be saying, what is your intentions regarding a relationship? Because when you think of a relationship, it doesn't actually mean in our day and age a serious relationship. It just might mean I'm looking for something casual.
So see, Nathan, check this out. You don't say what are you looking for in a general say. You say what do you want from me? I am looking for something long term. Now now it only goes one way. Either they gonna respond with yes, I'm looking for something long term too, or they gonna do the other bullshit. I'm just trying to see where it goes. I don't want nobody leading me trying to see where it goes. I need somebody leading me that's saying I want me or I want you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. That's what women got to start off with. If you really feel like you the shit out there, if you really feel like I'm worth all of this, then start acting like it. When men coming up to you don't have no damn plan about nothing in life, they're not going nowhere, then leave them. Check please. I'll pay for my own bill. You not even, nah, I don't even want it like that. I got it. I'll see you later, or I'll see you never. When you come back to me when you got something going for you. Because if you in the middle of the garden tending to it and trying to get right, if Boaz show up and you on a date, oh, she's spoken for. Of course, a good woman like her is spoken for. I ain't even gonna push up on her. That's why you got to get them nobodies out the way, because they're taking up space for the man that's really trying to wipe you up, trying to take you away from all the foolishness in the street.
Yeah.
Can't be playing around like.
So what questions would you ask, bro?
All right, so check it out.
Within the first week.
We on the date, we doing our thing. If I'm a woman, or even if I'm a man, if I'm on a date with we'll use Shanice as an example, like you think, and we on the date, and I'm like, okay, so what you got going on? Like, what you do in your life? Like, what are you passionate about? Oh, well, I like this, I like that. Okay, cool. Depending on what she's saying with that, that's gonna determine if I want long term or not. Now, if you're a woman, you gonna ask that same thing. Depending on what they do, it's gonna determine what you want. Like, that's very simple. And it's from the basics. Y'all looking at it wrong. You asking what they do and looking about money. Like, if somebody's saying I'm in school, that means it's not gonna be right now. That's not how that's working. They're in school, they're in debt, so they need time. So you got to be respectful of that. You can't just sit there and do that. So then what do? You got to ask deeper questions. You have to start assessing the other important parts of a soul tie or a soul relationship. It's not going to be as simple as you asking, what are their hobbies? No. When's the last time you cried? If you ask somebody when's the last time they cried, they either gonna dodge it or they're gonna try to dive in with you. However they deal with it, if they dive in with it, if they dive into that deep ass conversation about when the last time they cried, what's gonna happen is you'll be able to see them, their true self. Why? Because what it tells you as a woman, number one, he can navigate through his emotions. You're an emotional creature. You probably need somebody that's decent enough at navigating. You're the master at it, so you can help him, get to know you on that level. But at least he's not a dull man. He has emotional intelligence. That's how you base it. You don't base it off of anything else, because when it's long term, the money not gonna matter. It's gonna be your emotional security. You wouldn't be popping it for nobody that don't have no money anyways. You not fucking no homeless man. You on a date at a restaurant, at an establishment, so it already means he got something going. It's just, what does he have going for him in an emotional, and in a financial level, and in a spiritual level. Like, it's always going to be them secure points that you need. You can't ask for nothing else, because when love's involved in all of those elements, mind, body, and soul, only good can come out of it. That's just how it works. The formula don't change. Love ain't stopping. Cinderella and Prince Charming lived on to be happily ever after. The elements don't change. She went from taking care of her father's property to, yo, I'm the illest bitch in this domain. Like, I tell y'all what to do now. And she didn't even move like that. She didn't go for the revenge. None of that. She was still gracious, still elegant. And that's why Prince Charming loved her, because she could rule a kingdom. She know how to act.
Yeah. There's one thing that you said though that I've advised people to do differently is, before you even go on the date, ask questions before you even accept to go out. Because I've seen a lot of people where they're on the date and they are so nervous, they don't feel like it's the right time to ask serious questions, because you're almost because it almost could spoil the date, depending what questions you ask that are important. Because you're at a date, the first date is kind of where he's trying to impress you, right? So I always say, make sure that if you meet on a dating app, if you meet on Instagram, if you meet on Twitter, get all these questions out in the DMs, all the important stuff, right? And if you feel comfortable in talking to them, fine, get their number, iMessenger, WhatsApp, whatever. Take it 3 stages. Control it in the DMs, find out everything you need to know. Personal details. Fine. Now you've got their number. Now you can call them. Now you've got a chance to listen to their voice, how they sound, etc., etc. Then it should come to, okay, I'm comfortable going on a date. Somebody that I know skipped everything. They skipped they were messaging for a month. No calls, no video chats, just text. And they're about to meet on their first date, and I had to tell that person to slow down, ask these questions first. Give that person a call, because you don't even know if this is you don't even know if this is a man, or you know what I mean. Like, call the person, build that rapport up, build that reputation up, build something up. Don't just go on a date with somebody because they ask you to. You know what I mean? And again, I always say this, bro. What is your intentions? And I feel like people don't know what their intentions are or what they want. And this is, people are stuck on this whole, I want to be comforted more than I want a serious relationship. Why is it that? And then when they do want it, it's kind of like, well, you hurt me. When really, I feel like they were in the same thing you wanted, but it just wasn't communicated properly to the full extent of, I want a serious relationship. And it kind of just gets into the whole situationship mode where it's like, it's just a thing. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, for example, she thought it was a relationship because she put the time and effort in. Showing someone time and effort doesn't mean your friendship is going to scale to the next level. There needs to be communication. Needs to be.
Right.
I hate saying it, and we've gone over it already, but I feel like we need to talk about that again, and what questions to ask within the first week or whatever before going out on a date, bro. Because
Well, see, actually, see, Nathan, just
see,
referring
no,
back to our other voice notes.
I say that though because even some men expect sex on the first night or on the first date, and it's not even communicated.
Oh,
And I've seen and
yeah, I get
see
that.
and I've even seen women where it's like, who does he think I am? Da, 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 da. But nothing was spoken about. So because the man pays for something, he thinks
Mm,
he can get something, but he
right.
doesn't actually know. Oh, this is a Christian girl. He doesn't believe in that stuff. Oh, she wants to wait until marriage.
Mm,
What's going on? And it's all, and then they both get offended, but they didn't talk about this stuff. And it's so frustrating, bro, because they just
mm,
expect that. I know people going around thinking that they're mind readers. No one, you can't read someone's mind. Don't expect something just to happen because you think it's going to happen. Talk. How are you
mm.
moving? If you want to go and eat ice cream, communicate. I want to eat ice cream. I don't want. I don't know. I don't want a full meal. Like, communicate.
Yo,
Okay.
when y'all go in the bathroom, take off your shoes, because I'll be walking bare feet in there.
You know, like,
Go ahead, Brent.
no, I'm just saying, like, communication is just so important. Um, it's so important, bro. But it's kind of oh, it's kind of
I
worrying,
think,
kind of. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Go back to the drawing board.
but bruh, it's like, it's like, I think a lot of men and women feel entitled. Therefore, they feel like I shouldn't have to ask, or I want to find that out organically. Look, you
Where did
can't
this come
control
from?
people that you don't. What?
This whole what you said, right? Entitlement. Like, you should know. You should know if I'm giving you attention that I you know,
Yeah,
like, no,
but
like,
that's societal. That's societal programming. Nobody actually knows how to hunt, and I can't say nobody. It's just a lot of people aren't aware of how to hunt with intention. If you're a man and you're trying to find a long-term relationship, you move like that. That means you have to have a car, you have to have a job. You're not allowed to hunt without those things. You can get lucky. Nobody's mad at that. Love is love. If somebody sees you at whatever phase of life and they want to do that with you, no problem. But for the typical man, you need to have certain resources. A woman should not be getting and traveling to you unless the circumstances are weird. But I feel like there's no excuse. Nathan here traveled 3, 4 hours to see his now wife. So to me, like, now everybody's not built like Nathan, for sure. But that also says if he can figure it out, take a bus, a train, or whatever. When there's a will, there's a way. That's why a lot of people say when a man wants you, he will.
Yeah, bro.
Sherelle,
Like,
his wife, he obviously wanted her. So that's the base of it all. You don't have to oversell yourself, ladies. Like if he's there, you can literally set your intentions off rip because he's there. He fine as hell. He got you moist or whatever. Sure, bet.
you see,
But now, hey, look. Oh, go
what
ahead.
people don't understand, what people don't understand is, bro, is when you communicate, you're putting in,
Yep.
you got a chance to put a investment in. You got a chance to
Yep.
put something in, and depending how the communication goes, you know you're gonna make a return back,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So if I say to Sherelle, "Can we go on a date? I really like you." That's me putting in some sort of investment. You know, I don't know what figure you
Mhm.
want to put in there. Okay, I put in a little £20 there. Will I
Mhm.
get that back? She goes, yeah, sure. Okay, she might give me a £10 back. Okay, cool. All right, all right. Now that investment that we both exchanged, so okay, we're gonna go on a date. Now we can really start to exchange. Let's see what deal we can make. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and
Yep.
then after that point, now what you've got is a effective. You got two people that have communicated effectively. They've made a exchange. Now they've got the
Mm.
foundation. Now let's build, and then it's like, okay, let's do it. Okay, you may not know how what it physically is going to look like, but let's take it one day at a time. But the communication still has to be there because that is the exchange all the time, especially relationships, marriages. You have to have that strong communication. Strong communication. But we're
And
gonna
and a
touch
lot of
on
people.
but
No, go ahead, Nathan. I'm sorry. You're acting
no,
on
sorry.
fire because
No, but yeah,
that's so real. That's so real.
yeah, but we're gonna focus on the dating questions to ask before we even go on the date, before we even touch foot on a date, bro. Because this is where the problem is. And also in this situation, there wasn't even a date. There wasn't even a look. If
Yeah.
if if you're not, and let's go to the whole night calling thing. if
Mhm.
if you don't know where this person is at with you, they're- and you're just
Mhm.
friends, and you know you get a little bit emotional attached to people like that, don't even call around that time. If you got the
Exactly.
will to do that, the will to do that, like don't do it. You
Exactly.
know, And I used to
That's
find it
important to
strange,
say. Oh my God.
and I think Shanice will probably understand this because we've been in the church. And I think you have too, Aaron, right? But I
Mhm.
heard it all the time. But pastors used to say, "Don't text a sister at 10 o'clock at night, because that's when things start happening."
Exactly. Because we
You know what I
adults
mean?
quit acting like that. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
So
facts.
it's like, look, and the same thing someone said on YouTube once. If you don't want a man to have a chance to get you in bed, don't go on a late date with him after 6 o'clock. Unless you
That's it.
know them properly. Yeah, because
Exactly.
and again, and this is where we have to maybe want to talk about moving effectively in the dating scene, especially when it gets to that point. Okay, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know, um, again though, it's all about again, bro. It still goes down to the communication, which I'm seeing a
It's
lot of
not gonna
people don't
change.
understand that. Yeah, and the thing is, right, communication will never, ever, ever change. Somehow, bro, your grandma and my grandma, they had it great. Don't know how they did it, but they made it work. Now we're getting to a point where we can't even get past the girlfriend and boyfriend stage. And to be honest, we can't even communicate effectively. It's fine. We'll break it down though. Um,
And you know what? Just to piggyback, for everybody that's out there hunting, all the men out there, you're not gonna escape having to talk about your emotions. It don't matter. I don't care. You are not excluded to the deepness of a relationship and the requirements of it. You will not run from your woman when you say you want her. To all the men, stop activating a woman's love and then leaving because you're not capable. If you're not capable, that's when you got to do what Matina said. That's when you got to be a man and say, I'm not capable to love you past a certain point, and I'm sorry for being immature because that's what
and
you did.
some
You
men
went
know that you like, yeah, and
exactly.
And some men know that you like them, but they won't say anything because what they actually want at the moment is your time and your. Do you know how much
Yeah,
men actually like it when you're just like, just
giving them the
just
attention,
talking with them?
keeping them
I'm
company,
not talking.
being sweet
I'm
to
not.
them.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, and that's fine if you guys just agree to that. But sometimes guys don't want anything other than that. They just want a friend. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it's and it's that's and to be honest, that's why I said it wasn't his fault. And what he described, what he was going through, it kind of made sense for him to talk to her anyway, because maybe he just needed to vent, and that's fine. But again, you need to communicate to know where you both are at. You can't be thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be my husband," but then you're saying we're actually friends. Oh, he's gone quiet now. I'm gonna get revenge
Mm,
when the poor guy and this is where we have to give the right counsel, bro. Because what if me and you were somehow different minded, and I'm sorry to go to the extreme, but what if now she went out and she got set in prison because she does something very detrimental to this guy? Yeah, and
that's
and and
real.
and,
Because
and,
she's in
and
a
this
tender
and
place. That's real.
right, and this is the world that we're living in. That's why we have to tackle it very differently. And I think we definitely did because she just messaged me on Instagram saying thanks for the talk and the advice and stuff. So I know we've done that perfectly. That's good.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I mean,
so
I'm not looking for perfect. I'm looking for better. I just want her to be better.
Bella,
Like,
yeah,
cause
yeah,
you have other women siding with us. That's how you know you're in error. Usually men are fighting. Usually women are fighting us, or not us per se, but just men. And you know, hey, I don't see that or I don't get that, but they are very aware. Egypt, Shanice, Saran, he's not a woman, but I mean, just the people that were chiming in, it's it's important to note that it's not just one-sided. We're not coming at Matina, if you're still here, we're not coming at you. It's just the
mm,
facts. Somebody that is not showing interest in the way that you're describing, that is delusion. You're not allowed to be like that. And as an adult, you have to come to reality about things. And then you can move forward. Because then you got to ask yourself, what else are you delusional in life? You can't be out here trying to achieve your dreams and be delusional about your progress. It doesn't work. You won't be as far as you thought, or you'll be further along than you thought. But going back to relationships and communication, you're not allowed to be um, emotionally dull, especially to the men. If you're not good at navigating emotions, you need to say that. That needs to be one of the first things you say when it comes down. As soon as you enter into a deep conversation with the woman you want, you need to be able to vocalize, I'm not good at this. And if she asks,
you
what's
both need
this?
to say that.
Emotional
Yeah.
talks.
You
Why?
both
Because
need to
then
say
she
that.
can have
Yeah.
sympathy. Yes,
Mm.
exactly. But I'm saying it more for the men simply because they hunt. Like we're the ones stepping out. A lot of women not built for rejection the way men are. They just not. You see it. You got women timid, can't even say that they feeling something deeply. Too scared of
Yeah, I mean,
rejection. Men have to
I
constantly put their heart on the sleeve.
yeah, I think I think men put a wall up when I think we both feel it, but it's just we deal with it. We react differently. Um,
Interesting.
I'll put it this way though. When you state your feelings, you are giving the other person a chance to um tread carefully, give them a chance. Again, I say you're giving them a chance to. So now, if they decide
Mm,
to abuse what you have said, then fair enough. That you got a chance to go. But if you haven't communicated anything, you can't blame them for the outcome. Now, it
yep.
would have been different
And
if I said,
that's real.
Aaron, I'm allergic to nuts, bro. Don't put nuts in my food. And you go and do that. I've got two things I could say. Look, like, come on, like, bro, I did remind you. You remember? Or I could be like, Aaron, I don't want to. I don't want you around it anymore, man. Just keep putting nuts in my food. I'm allergic to them.
Mm,
Now
those are
that
the
would be
boundaries,
your
bro.
fault. Yeah, there's boundaries. Now that would be your fault because I told you not to put nuts in my food. But if I don't tell you anything and you put nuts in my food and I say I'm going to get revenge on you, it's not. It's not.
It's not real. You're in
It's not
delusion.
real. It's not
That's a
adding up.
lawsuit. You're gonna
It's
lose in
delusion.
court.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do on the next topic, bro? Because
I think we should talk about the, like you said, the basics of communication in the first week, like what's allowed, what isn't. To me, everything is allowed. You trust the vibe, but you also, because you're moving with intentions, you're saying this for you. It doesn't matter about scaring someone off. When somebody wants to, now look, take that with a grain of salt, because some of y'all is crazy. Y'all gonna be on first dates talking about, look, at 3 years old, I started seeing demons. All right, now look, when you scare them off, that's on you. If you want to be that weirdo, fine. We in 2022. If you don't understand what's too much, I can't do this. This only for the eligible. People that got common sense in the dating world. If you want to be helped, this is what come through. We'll talk. But to the people that are like, I think that if I tell them that I had a dream that I wrote Harry Potter before it was written and they swindled me. If that's what you want to open up the first date conversations with, good luck. Like none of that's gonna suffice. It's not gonna work. They're just gonna look at you wild and maybe ask for a check, or maybe just come to the fact that they feel like they just want to fuck you. That's it. They're not gonna feel like there's anything beyond that. And maybe somebody will. They're playing luck of the draw, but that's just really dangerous. So beyond
I
that,
tell you,
not
I tell you,
extreme.
I tell you this though, bro. That's a good way of getting a man to pay for everything, though, right? You know what?
That's
Let's
true.
just get the
That's
bill.
true.
I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
let's just go and get this over with. Yeah, I'm out of here. Here's something for the ride. I don't want to take you home. I don't. I don't want to. I'm not
Get
interested.
somebody for the ride,
Damn,
yo.
you don't even want to take me home? Nope. Mm-mm, nope. Here's extra money. You can
I,
you can get yourself home.
I gotta pick up my mom.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock. I thought you said she was home. Nah, 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 nah. She has something to do and she messaged me. Crazy world we live in. But yeah, I gotta go get her. I gotta go get her.
Gotta get somebody. Um, but
Somebody,
yeah,
somebody else. Jesus.
but yeah, man. We'll set a date for that.
All
What
right,
what I
cool. You
want to
know I'm
do
down.
actually, what I want to do actually, which could help as well. Actually, thinking about was our original plan. We could do this. We could do this sometime after the Valentine's Day, where we have the couples chat. Me, you, Shanice, Sherelle. I think that would be
Sure.
a good
Okay.
example too, because I'll get some. Remember, I'd get some questions and that we can ask mainly Shanice and Sherelle. I want to hear the girls talk and
Yeah,
how
we're
they
gonna
did
drill him.
stuff because
Yeah, we're gonna drill him. We're gonna drill him.
not too much, but yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like it's important because um I don't think we hear enough from the women as well, women that have got good men. So that'd be good to hear. Um,
Yeah. I agree.
I think at the moment, which is good. Okay, they're hearing men talk on here, but we need the eligible women though. So
Eligible, like, but we'll be able to tell. And then, um, like, don't be scared of hanging up on people either, Nathan, because it's
girl gets girl.
you know,
Girl,
yeah, don't be scared of hanging up on folks because we're not weak, we're not here to be trifled with. This is our platform.
no.
Like, don't
I
be
did.
coming over here. No,
That's why. Yeah, that's why I did cut her off. It was me that took her out anyway. After
no,
that,
no, no.
so.
I'm talking about. I don't know why I thought. No, oh, okay, never mind. Oh, heard you. Okay, bet.
Oh,
Say less, say less. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
what? Oh,
No,
you
no, no,
say
no,
we
no.
were
You
saying the
covered
same
it. No,
thing.
I thought. No. You covered it. You covered it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause like we move a certain way. Like we're pushing a certain message. I'm
yeah.
not here
You know,
to fight nobody. It's
yeah,
if you want real
I
help,
wanted
if you
to,
want real
yeah.
solutions, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what I wanted to do though? I wanted to leave it in a peaceful state, then just, you know what? We said what we
Yeah,
said, bye. You know what I mean? Because
I agree.
even that,
I agree.
I'm very aware that even that can trigger something. Because I'll put it
Yeah.
this way. If she can get revenge for somebody that's not that she thought was her friend, that probably really isn't. What could she do to us too? I'm just saying, right? Because
Yeah, because strangers are strangers. No, I get that. That's real.
yeah,
Like you're on our platform, we speaking. But if it get murky, people start making decisions, and sometimes they be hasty. So I'm not here for all that. I want to help people. If you don't want to be
yeah,
helped and you feel like you
of
got the
course,
plan, you
yeah.
can you can take this, and then you can get out the call, or you can say they don't know what the hell they talking about. Sure thing, sure thing. I'm gonna just keep on trying. I'm pushing a very specific message. It is not for everybody. I keep on saying it's for the eligible. If you don't meet certain criteria, this shouldn't even make sense to you no way. Like if you a broke man, if you a broken man, or you don't have nothing going for you, you're not focused on nothing, this ain't for you. Because you probably just only have sex to offer. And some time every now and then. This for the men that's trying to do something. Like I always said, Barack Obama is not Barack without Michelle. He's already said in the interviews, Michelle made Barack. Michelle made Barack. That's coming from a grown ass man's mouth who's like 50 years old, 40 years old, saying a woman made him. He is nothing without her. Those are the women we speaking to. When you have that capability, those are the men we speaking to. When you have that capability, like if that's in you, then listen, tune in. For those that's not trying to create no legacy, get out. Don't want you. Don't want your peers or ears or nothing. Don't need you. It's not because and it's nothing personal. You can still live your life. If you are a whore, remain a whore. You can be a great one.
Oh
Like you
Lord.
don't have to stop there. You can you can be a high scale whore. There's geishas. Geishas are high scale whores, men and
Oh,
women. Don't stop. Be the greatest you can be, because y'all all have everybody has a place. But that's why it's a specific message. This ain't for the whores. This ain't for the liars. This ain't for the cheaters. This ain't for the manipulators. This ain't for the emotionally abusive. This is specifically for the people that are trying to iron out the kinks in self or into typical behavior that they might do because of society or because of environments. We can provide a perspective for you to change how you move so you can stop running into the same situation. I'll always find somebody that don't want me but want me. Okay, what are you doing? X, Y, and Z. Oh, well, this is what's wrong. Oh, so I need to stop doing such. Okay, well, yeah, I can do that. Oh my God. 7 months later, I'm married. Well, look at that. Nathan has already gotten people married. Like, he's certified. It's not like that. He's not coming from an ignorant place. He's telling you how it works. And he lives in a different sector of the world. So, for all my people that aren't in the States, he's in the UK and he can still guide the feminine energy to get what they want. So he's not no fool. Pay attention. Listen. Like it's real. He's saying things that are changing people's perspectives and lives. And so am I. It's not like he's alone. That's why he brings me
yeah,
on the platform.
yeah. Because I mean,
We
to be honest, there isn't enough guys that speak on this, bro. I mean that, and that's why bro, you're a gem, man. Like seriously, because I feel like this is the best stuff that we can do, man, to kind of be that light in the
yeah.
crack. You know what I mean? So, and I think it's important. We should just keep on doing it, and yeah, that's why I'm very grateful for that live yesterday, that Instagram live
Oh, I loved
with
it. Oh
Joe.
my God, you did so good. You did so good.
Um,
Yeah, just
I
for y'all that
appreciate
don't
it.
know,
Yeah,
Nathan, a woman seeked him out, seeking advice, and he or he exceptionally executed, and she was very thankful. More proof that we not just bullshitting. People are seeking us out, wanting to hear our perspective because it's facts. We're not just blowing smoke up somebody's ass. There are real errors that are happening in relationships. And if
yeah,
you can correct them, you can really make it a lot more smooth. I be tired of certain men, certain kinds of men that can't own up or be accountable for where they emotionally abuse women and are acting like they're not hurting them. Because no matter what, like Matina is different. She didn't state her emotions. But if she did,
yeah,
I'd have a very different tone. Because
right,
now,
right.
as the man, you have led her on, you have wasted her time, and just like I gave that example, there might have been a Boaz around the area for her, but because you was in the way, she cannot be noticed. Because he's
Mm,
typically a Boaz is an honorable man. He not trying to take nobody's man, a woman. He trying to find his. Typically,
mm.
you know what I'm saying. So don't be that guy that's just in the way because you horny, just in the way because you don't know what you want to do with your life. Move, step aside, cut her loose. It's okay. There's more women than men on this earth, anyways. It's all right. Quit being selfish.
Yeah.
Quit being immature.
And
Grow
I
up.
think
All that stuff.
I think as well. It's the what I've noticed as well. I'm gonna try and find a topic or way to describe it, but the first part of identifying certain things before you get in a relationship is so important because I feel like I've been situated, not been in situations. People have come to me in certain situations, and they've said this is the cycle that they're in. How do I get out
Hmm.
of it? But and they often said, I knew it from day one. Now I'm stuck in it. Why? Because there's love, there's emotions in it, feelings are attached. And again, it's
Hmm.
about really doing the vetting first, asking the right
Hmm.
questions before you
Hmm.
get into a relationship. Don't be in a rush or desperate in the sense of, oh wow, this person feels this way about me, so I'm just gonna take the leap and kind of no, no.
That's
And
Nathan. You said a lot.
there's certain things as well. I feel like we just need to drop. I hear people say, "Oh, I'm manifesting it." No, don't forget all that. Manifesting what?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
communication. If anything, and seeing I
Thank you.
watch America a lot, and it's only America that say this. Oh, manifest, manifest, manifest. I'm thinking, oh God, can you lot stop that, please?
Yeah.
Oh,
And you're right because
I'm the reason why relationships don't work because I'm a zodiac this. No, it's not that, bro. It's not that.
it's not any
Communicate.
of that. You can be with anybody you want to be
I'm a
in. You
sc
just not saying nothing.
Right. If anything, I believe I need to look up mine. I don't even believe in it because I don't really do it. But the person that I am is completely different to apparently what my sign is. So it's like, come on, like life makes who you are. And that's why, bro, I like talking with you because we
Mm,
get to learn certain stuff. We get to grow. Like, even outside of
yes.
Stereo Man, when we're playing games and we talk, it's like, yeah, but what this, did it? Like, we talk, man. It's cool. Like, we're learning,
That's the way it's supposed
you
to
know?
be. Exactly.
Like, and then we just come on here and talk it. So it's like, yeah, like, this manifest thing is too much for me. And all these signs. No,
And a
it's
lot a lot of people are
communication.
manifesting without works. Yeah. But that's the
Yeah,
work.
faith
And that's
without
people want to
works is
manifest
what?
lazily.
Faith without
Dead.
works is right. Like, come on. And again, the conversation we had weeks ago, dating has become lazy
Hmm.
because the stick and the hole is so easy to get these days. I'm trying to be
Yes.
considerate, but you
No,
know what I'm saying,
but
right?
yeah,
Like
but that's
intimacy, sex
exactly.
is so easy
Exactly.
to get. It's like, why do I have to try? This, if you look at the reviews on
Exactly.
Christian dating apps, women are fed up because the men don't try hard enough when it comes to that. Even the first point of call in terms of communication, it's like
Mm,
there's no proper communication there. There's no proper introduction.
that's facts.
A lot of girls are fed up with men DMing them. Oh, hi, beautiful. Hi, babe. Like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's come on. Like, so it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. We'll break it down though.
And I
We'll break it down.
and we will, and we will, and we will, and we will. And I believe that it's gonna be even better. Like Martina, don't give up. Don't give up just because it didn't work out. You just have some things to work out in yourself. Like once you come to some realities about certain shit, you're gonna be okay. Cause it's like, and that's to anybody that's seeking love. If you are broken, you will find broken people. That's what it is. Now,
Oh, oh,
if you can admit that you're broken to whoever you run into, y'all might be able to start something. But a lot of people ain't ready for that conversation with themselves. They'll be like, um, I just got a lot going on
you
right
know
now.
what?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, bro, I'm gonna end it here because it's 12
Okay.
o'clock in the morning. But we will we'll talk about it because I'm going to talk to you on we're linking up on Saturday, aren't we? So
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what time it is, and we'll sort it out. We always sort it out. So
yeah. But and I'll talk to you while we're doing our thing there. But yeah, man. Once again, I appreciate. I feel like we really executed this, man. Like for real. So this was brilliant. Um, I'm happy, bro, because we done a good work. We stopped someone from doing something that they would have done if probably if they didn't have anyone to speak to. So I mean, this is the place we need to be, man. So yeah,
I just we working, bro, and I know we getting somewhere because now it's getting gritty. Like now we got real conversations going on. There's real shit being discussed. But I ain't finna start another conversation. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit. Everybody else listening, appreciate you so much. It's
You
real.
too, yeah.
We love y'all. We appreciate the support. Big shout out to my girl. Big shout out to my brother, Saran Lee. That's my biological brother, if anybody wanted to know. He's amazing. He's so sound. He's so sound.
Oh, was that your
Yeah.
brother, like your blood brother?
Yeah, Saran Lee that's my brother. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. People are listening, bro. People are listening. And he not gonna show up just for the support. Like, he has something to say. So it's just, like, I like that. Don't just come in here. Shanishi has something to say. Egypt was sound, and then the people that
Cheryl
stood
said
by and
something
just
as
wanted to
well,
listen.
but I think Cheryl's
Yeah.
sleeping now. But yeah, she said something.
Sherelle was so on point. Sherelle was so on point about protecting your energy. Oh, but that's wisdom, though. That's all wisdom. So see, our community will show love. We'll try to help. We're not here to hate. If you present a problem, the people that we allow to be on the panel, that we play voice notes and things like that, for the most part, we allow them to assist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we stand for. We're not going for that foo-foo. We're not going for that foo-foo. But okay, sure. I'm out of here.
No, yeah. See you, bro. Nice talking to you.
All right, always.